Mike Tirico, Greg Olson with you. That's Harrison Butker. Set to get things started. Gonna be a cold one here in KC. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So here come the Chargers, and it's year 6 and year 2 for Justin Herbert, Greg. It's year 2 with Jim Harbaugh, but the 6th season for the 6th overall pick in the 2020 draft.
You know, we all knew how talented Herbert was, especially coming out of school, and he's had a lot of great success in his first couple years, but it just seems like him and Harbaugh, doesn't it seem like they just have a great connection? They both understand each other, the strengths, the weaknesses, and he's really turned into a polished quarterback. I mean, the big number last year, 17 starts, only 3 interceptions.
And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. Great way to start the drive. A gain of 20 and a first down.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Herbert now on first down. That's complete to the TCU man, Quentin Johnston. And he will be out of bounds right around the 35. A couple of big plays to start this drive. How about 17 on this one?
Really nice throw there. The ability to throw the ball out on the perimeter. Yes, arm strength and all of that, but it's also timing. The timing of the route. When is that wide receiver coming out of his break to deliver that ball accurately as his head comes around? If the ball's thrown too early, the receiver's not ready. If the ball's thrown too late, that's when disaster strikes. So the hope is, when you call these underneath drag routes, you're trying to have your tight end come out the backside of the defense in space. So when you put the ball on him early, it leads to big yards after the catch. In this case, they don't get the real big play they were hoping for, but they'll definitely take it.
They'll run with Vidal. He'll edge forward for maybe a yard. Nick Bolton, the linebacker, there for the stop.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
It's going to be third. They need 1. They'll try to sneak it here. And it looks like he's got enough for the first down. Let's wait for the mark. Yes, that run, that's enough to move the chains. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. The training staff going to look, and we'll step out for a moment. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. On the ground, they'll go with Vidal. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand?
Still first down.
Shotgun now for Herbert. He finds the veteran Keenan Allen. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. They get 20 on the connection. And the Chargers have the first down.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. A nice job there making that happen.
That is caught, and he'll take it on in. Will Dissly, touchdown Chargers. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chargers will take a 7-0 lead.
Chiefs nothing.
Touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
Well, there's not a whole lot left to say. I mean, if Patrick Mahomes is under center, you go into every game with a chance, not only to win the game, but to ultimately win the Super Bowl. I mean, he is a generationally great quarterback, one of the best we've ever seen. And anytime he lines up behind center, Mike, it is just an absolute blast for us to sit up here and really watch greatness play out in real time. They just have to be more creative with their route concepts, Mike. I mean, there's nobody open, nowhere to go with the ball, and quarterback's just forced to throw that one away.
2nd and 10. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
On 3rd down, Mahomes taking off. He'll try to get there. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs. 1st down.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Mike, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
Mahomes on 1st down. He's got his tight end. That's Travis Kelce. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike. Make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
He'll get this one complete to Brown.
Pass interference. Defense.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco.
So these, Mike, are the body blow runs. They're not big gains, they're nothing fancy, but they really set that physical tone for the rest of the game where now a good play caller can use some of these early runs to set up something a little bit bigger down the road.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun, here's Patrick. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
They've converted 2 third downs already on this drive, and here's 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That's complete. Who else? It's Kelsey. And they are in great shape. He's taken down inside the 10. They've got it. It'll be 1st and goal after a pickup of 21.
1st and goal.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So,
to the goal line and in. Hollywood Brown. Touchdown, Chiefs.
and what a response by this offense. It's not easy taking the field, Mike, for the first time in the game, and you find yourself already down to score. They watch their opponent kind of march down the field and score in the opening possession, and they're able now to go out and square it on up. Allows you to take a deep breath, maybe get a little confidence for your defense to go out and get a stop, and they come away with this extra point. We got ourselves a tie ball game.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Chiefs come right back to tie it at 7.
The game at 7.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This returnable from the 4. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there.
You know, Mike, for a lot of guys in the league, the best way to make an impact as a rookie is through special teams. And anytime you can make yourself valuable, find a way to contribute, you do it. And that was a heck of a return right there.
The Chargers offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll start in outstanding field position, looking for a way to break our tie. Here comes Vidal. And a strong first down run, a pickup of 9, setting up second and short.
Made of the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
Disley is the man in motion. On the ground, it's Vidal, and he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
Now the offensive coordinator's got a decision on his hand, Mike. It was 2nd and 1. He decides to go with a conservative run, gets stopped for no gain. He's in the exact same position now on 3rd down. Does he try to change it up, or does he just turn around and hand it off again?
They'll run the sneak. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
I know it's early in this game, but in my mind, that's 4-down territory, and certainly now the coach doesn't have to make that decision. He keeps it on the ground on 3rd and short, gets a fresh set of downs, and now they got to see if they can come away with some points.
On 1st down, Herbert. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Herbert. That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete. Will Disley, the intended target that time. Now it's going to be 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll try and get there on the ground. And he'll get a good chunk of that yardage back, but he's still well short of the 1st down.
Sometimes it's just a case of taking what the defense gives you. And here's one of those examples. There's nowhere for him to go with the ball. For a minute, it looked like he was going to be able to pick up this 1st down with his legs. The defense rallies, brings him down short of the 1st down marker, sets up 4th down.
Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
So it's not exactly what you're looking for when you set out on a drive, but at the same time, you don't want to come away empty-handed either. So in this case, they'll take those 3 points.
So Dicker back out after the field goal. He'll send this one away. Nico Remigio to bring it back. Ooh. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. The tight end motioning left here. Now the former rushing champ, it's Kareem Hunt. And not much there. Good defense, held to no gain.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming. And he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. Uh-oh. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15 and a 1st down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the 1st down.
And they get this one across midfield to the 47-yard line.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs 1st.
A touchdown apiece here in the 1st quarter of play. 10-7 is the score. We'll be back in Kansas City after this. The Chiefs have it here to start quarter number 2. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. As we are ready to get back underway. He'll move the pile forward. Let's give him a couple. Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's a 1st down. It will be a gain of 8.
When you call these double moves, you're going for broke. You're looking to throw this ball over the head of the defense, so give a lot of credit to the defensive backs. Yes, it led to a completion, but this was not the big play the offense intended when the coordinator called that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
1 yard gain brings up second and 9 at the 35-yard line.
From the 35, here's second down and 9. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A short one caught by Kelsey. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9. Now we're going to get a stoppage. We have an injured Charger. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A first down throw for Mahomes. And he can hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Ooh. And they're in business now. He is out of bounds inside the 10. That's catch 3 just on this drive. And it gets his team a first down.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's first and goal.
Here's Pacheco. And he'll plunge forward to the 2, setting up second and goal.
Down at the 2-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second and goal.
Pacheco is in. Touchdown, Chiefs.
Make no mistake about it, he may get the glory, but that does not happen without unbelievable blocking up front. So let's give the big guys all the credit in the world. He's able to displace the defense right there at the point of attack, and that's about as easy a goal line touchdown as you're going to see all year.
And Butker on for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chiefs are on top. It's 14-10.
14. Chargers 10.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This will be returned from the 6. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. With a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. From the 25, they'll go to work. First and 10. Now a play fake. Herbert. He's got the hookup downfield with McConkey. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line.
And the Chargers.
First time these two have connected this afternoon, and it'll wind up being a first down.
We've really seen both teams have a lot of success moving the ball throughout this entire first half, and Just seems this possession's going to be more of the same as they start this drive.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
And they got the look they were hoping for, one-on-one on the outside. He's just unable to hold on to it through contact, and I think that was a big opportunity missed.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing, Herbert. They'll try to hit him with a screen. This one could be sniffed out, blown up in the backfield.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
On 3rd and long, it's Herbert. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him. George Karlaftis, the former Boilermaker, in there for the sack.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
On 4th down, out is J.K. Scott to punt for the Chargers. Kansas City sends Nico Remigio back to return. This will be returnable from his own 15. That's a nice job of making things more manageable for this offense as he takes it back beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back Isaiah Pacheco head out for their next drive. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Mahomes going to keep it on a designed run.
They went to the designed quarterback run, and there just wasn't a lot of space for the quarterback to operate. You can see him kind of waiting for some of the blocks to develop. Never transpired. Didn't get a whole lot going. Short game.
From the 33, here's 2nd down and 6. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That'll be incomplete with a penalty flag down. It looked like someone was across early.
Still 2nd down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and a yard. A run. It's Pacheco. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
Well, here's where you really see the value of having a good run. 3rd and short, 4th and short. The ability to just keep it simple, win up front, turn around, hand the ball to your back, and to say, okay, more likely than not, we're going to get a fresh set of downs, maintain possession, and now continue to find opportunities to go generate points.
On the ground, this is Hunt. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. That's Elijah Molden who took him down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd and 6. To throw is Mahomes. That's over the middle and caught by Rice. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. Mahomes finding Rice for the Kansas City first down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pick up of 14 and a first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
The gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 5. Now, Mahomes. They're trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. He'll get it inside the 20. Now they are in business. Inside the 15-yard line. They had the right play call. The screen goes for 15. And a first down.
All right, Mike, so the way they teach these screen plays to the offensive lineman is you got to stop the defender's feet. You just don't want him to get a free, clean rush to the quarterback because you're so worried about getting out in front of the back. Make him start his rush over again before you slip out. Ball gets dumped right over the rusher's head. Bang, now you're in the open field. What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
Here's a 2nd and 6. A run up the middle with Pacheco. And he's into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, KC. His 2nd touchdown of this first half. What a standout performance early on in this one. That his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game.
And some backs, Mike, they just have a sense of finding the end zone and being able to finish off these runs. That's exactly what this guy has been able to do today, and we're just getting started.
Butker now for the point after. It's up and good. And the Chiefs are out to a 21-10 lead.
Chargers 10.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Here's Darius Davis to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Motion man is Johnston. Play action now. It's Herbert. Looking middle, and he'll get it complete to McConkey. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield. Terrific start to this drive. Gain of 23 and a first down.
This is such a critical moment in the game, that middle 4 minutes, the final 2 minutes of the first half, and then the possession to come out of the halftime break. So maximizing this possession here before halftime is critical. See if you can get a drive starter. See if you can get an easy completion to kickstart a 2-minute mode. And that's what they got here. Now they got to see if they can go down and steal some points. Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Motion man is Johnston. Shotgun now for Herbert. Another catch there for Johnston. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. That's his 3rd catch of this first half, and good enough for a first down.
The thing that jumps out to me the most, Mike, is just how often the quarterback is able to throw the ball to his first read in the progression. So hats off to the play calling. Him and the quarterback seeing the game through the exact same set of eyes, and there is a lot of room to operate.
And a good job following his blockers, a gain of 7. It'll be second down.
So this team finds themselves now in a little bit of a tricky situation here, Mike. If they don't find a way to start sustaining some of these drives and come away with points, all of a sudden you're trailing by double digits in the second half. You become very one-dimensional. You become very pass-heavy, and that's certainly not how any team in the NFL wants to play. This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. Second and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground, play it safe, pick up the first down.
Herbert now on first down. Quick throw, slant, caught by Johnston. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
This is like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
On the move at the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Disley is the man in motion. Throwing on first down is Herbert. Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
No gain on the play.
Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half. On second down, here's Herbert. And he's going to be taken down back at the 20-yard line. That's the All-Pro 3 years running. Chris Jones gets him for a loss of 7. And now it's third down. To throw is Herbert. We'll get this complete left side to Johnston.
And it seems like he just cut that route a little too short. He's got to get more depth on the initial stem, and that way he makes sure when he catches the ball, it's beyond the sticks.
Here's Cameron Dicker now on for the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Dicker's kick is good. And the Chargers are able to get it back within a score.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the third quarter as we're ready to kick off the second half. Back out to our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
All right, Scott, thank you very much. We'll see if adjustments at halftime change the course of this one, likely to play a big role in who's going to walk away with a W. Third quarter set to commence, and we're back underway. Here on EA Sports. Remigio now on the return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. The advantage is 8. We'll see if they can make this a 2-score game on this drive. First down and 10. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. Hey, that's about as exciting a one-yard run as you're going to see all game. Found a way to dodge that first would-be tackler, but not much after that.
Gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the 24 now, here's 2nd and 9. Once again, it's Pacheco. And that's going to be a Chiefs first down as he gets past the 35 to about the 37.
15 yards on the play. That's good for a Kansas City Chiefs.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45. 19 more on that one. And another first down.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And he'll be run out of bounds. That's a good gain. On first down, they pick up 7 yards.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 2. They'll run the draw with Pacheco. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down.
He's done a really nice job making the most of his touches. They've made it a priority. Let's use this ground game to try to wear down the defense, and right now it's one of the main reasons why they have the lead.
1st and 10. They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. He'll get about 2. Denzel Perryman in on the stop.
Down at the 30-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd and 8. That one is complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and
4. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. That is knocked away downfield, incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
I think he predetermined that 3rd down throw, and even though the coverage was tight, he still tried to fit the ball in there anyway, and it ended up falling incomplete. I think if he goes through his progressions and has a little bit more trust in his protection, I think there's an easier throw to make out there.
Butker's kick is good, and the Chiefs will extend their lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. He fields it at the 8. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. They'll run with Vidal. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
A loss of 2.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On play action, now Herbert throwing right. That's Johnston. And he's got about 5 on this one before he's out of bounds. And they're set up a little bit better for third down. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. And that is incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
A fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready for this next possession. Going to be looking to possibly push this to a 3-score advantage. Work to do on this drop. 1st and 10.
Ain't with my type activities, then don't you get involved. Hey, what? How many should I see and send them all? Take a risk, I'll take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog.
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And that's the way you want to run it on first down. A gain of 7.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Here's 2nd and 2. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. That'll be intercepted. And he's going to set up his guys with great field position. A huge chance to cut into the deficit. Now, after the interception, we have an injured player to look at. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. On first down, Herbert. Looking middle, and he finds Disley. Nice gain on first down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? That's on the former first rounder, the big man, Mekhi Becton. From the gun, it's Herbert. This one finds McConkey. Good result there after the penalty. They get the yardage back and then some.
How fast things can flip. You find yourself in 1st and a mile after taking a penalty on first down. But that chunk play there in the passing game now gets them back in sequence with the chains and brings up a more manageable 2nd down.
On the ground, they'll go with Vidal. And they'll take this down inside the 35. It's a pickup of 13 yards. First down, LA.
Finding yourself down here multiple scores in the second half. The defense is going to give you some friendly run looks. So don't be afraid to mix it in there, but if you're going to find yourself coming back from this deficit, you're going to have to do it primarily through the air with just a little bit of mix of the run.
To the left side, catch made by McConkey. He is out of bounds. They have worked it inside the 50. Give them 17 more, and they are on a roll. Another first down.
And the Chargers first down.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
2nd and 10. Now, Herbert. That one complete to Johnston. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Motion man is Johnston. Herbert going to try to throw on 3rd down. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd.
And he's in. Keenan Allen. Touchdown, Los Angeles.
Touchdown,
Greg, sometimes we say it too often. That was an important drive. That one really felt important for them to edge a little bit closer.
Yeah, now the question is, Mike, yeah, the offense does their job, but can the defense get a stop? They've got to continue to get the ball back to their offense. Let them build on that previous drive because they've still got some work to do.
So now Herbert and the Chargers will go for 2.
The Chargers will line up for the 2-point
Herbert to the air again. That'll be caught. And he cannot get in. The try for 2 comes up empty, so unable to get within a field goal. The difference remains 5. After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line. The Chiefs offense ready to take over once again. The lead is 5 as they're going to start with this first down. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. Not much there, maybe a yard.
Brought down at the 35-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. This is intercepted. Picked off by Cam Hart. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown. defense comes up with the big play, and the pick six changes all the momentum. New leader in this one with that touchdown.
Mike, this is one of those plays at the end they're going to look back on and say that play changed the game. Not only do you create the turnover, you take it back the other way, and now you find yourself with the lead here in the second half.
And now, after the pick six, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. Two-point conversion. They'll try to pick this up with a run. And he is not able to get to the goal line, so they stop him and not bump the lead up to 3. It remains a one-point game.
Love the call. I mean, all week you practice these gotta-have-it plays. Every call sheet, Mike, has 3 or 4 plays that are down here in the goal line that could also be used as two-point plays. I think to simply turn it around and just hand the ball to your running back, gotta be a little bit more creative. That's a big missed opportunity.
After the touchdown, here's Dicker out to send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Xavier Worthy there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Mahomes. That's complete. Left side to Worthy. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 10. Good for a Chiefs first down.
Really nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
5-yard line. 1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Mahomes. That'll be taken in by Kelsey, the tight end. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the third. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Here is a big one. 3rd down and 2. To throw is Mahomes. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a first down.
That's good for the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late. Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
Right side, brought in by Brown. That's a pair of hookups on this drive. This one goes for 14 yards and a first down.
As this game continues to come down to the wire, Mike, it just reminds us, this is where quarterbacks earn their keep. You are judged by how you play in these critical moments. In 4th quarter, down a score, it doesn't get much bigger than this.
Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and 7. Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
We'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allow the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down.
Off the play fake, here's Mahomes. Oh, in trouble, and down he goes. That is Deshaun Hand in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
We've seen a little bit of a transformation across the defensive tackle position. And what I mean, Mike, is years ago, they were on the interior of the line to stuff the run. They were big bodies taking up space. Now, not only do you have to defend the run, you have to be able to win one-on-one matchups and get to the quarterback.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Here's Mahomes. He'll drop this underneath to Pacheco. And he's going to be forced out of bounds. Still plenty of work to do. 3rd and long coming up.
Defensive coordinators preach all the time, play pass defense with vision. It's exactly the case here. They're able to rally to the ball, keep that to a short gain.
3rd and long for Mahomes. Rush comes, they're setting up the screen. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So, after the field goal to take the lead, kicker is back out there to send this one away. Davis now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense make their way out to take over once more. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Here comes Vidal. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
We got to see a little taste of just the range this defense can play with. How well they can flow outside as this play gets stretched out. No problem for them not only to track the runner down, but stop him before he gets back to the line.
Allen in motion. Now Herbert throwing on 2nd down. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on 3rd down.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
And that is incomplete.
So prior to that 3rd down call, Mike, I thought they put themselves in a pretty good situation. At that down and distance, they had run and pass, both at their disposal, but nice job by the defense being up to the task. Force the incomplete, brings up 4th down.
And the Chargers will punt, getting set to kick it away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. Not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense all game long. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Off to Pacheco. He's able to get away from one man, but the reinforcements were there fast. He's taken down for a loss on the play.
At this stage in the 4th quarter, great job by the defense, understanding exactly what the offense is trying to do. They're trying to bleed the clock, shorten the game. They completely sold out to stop the run, able to take them down for a loss.
On 2nd down, Mahomes. Now a quick throw taken in by Brown. He'll get about 6 before he's taken down.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
3rd down, they need 5. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. Right back to Brown. He's got it again. He's going to have the 1st down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So this is a part of the game that everybody works on, Mike. They call it 4-minute offense, and you don't necessarily have to have 4 minutes on the clock. But the whole idea is we possess the ball late in the 4th quarter with the lead. The goal is we want to end the game with the ball. So that 3rd down conversion is going to go a long way. Protect the ball, continue to pick up 1st downs. If they do that, I don't even think their opponent sees the ball again. He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 9. Now Mahomes. There's that man again. Another catch. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Third and short. Here's Patrick. to the left side in the hands of Rice. It's a pickup of 12, and the Chiefs have a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts, and they'll get together prior to the second down play. Here's a toss to Pacheco. And not much there. Good defense. Held to no gain. Now a timeout Chargers here. That's their second. Talk things over before third down.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on third down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
They'll try and run it here with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, if that. But there is a flag on the field. And that is in the area where usually someone was held. Big moment for a guy who's made some big kicks in his career, Harrison Butker. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. This one has plenty of leg, and it is good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now.
So anytime an offense comes off the field after settling for three, you always have to take the good with the bad. In order to get down there in field goal range, you had to do something positive to move the ball. But at the same time, how are we going to be able to finish these drives and convert for 6 the next time we get down there?
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's down at the 23, and that's where the offense will take over. The Chargers offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Herbert. A toss, left side, caught by his running back. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
It's a great example of first down efficiency. You don't always have to go for the big play, but put yourself in a friendly second down. Now you have equal opportunity to both run and pass.
So 2 minutes left to play in the second half. We'll come back and finish this one off. After this, they come up for 2nd and 2. They'll drop to throw. Short throw taken in by Disley. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. It's good for a Charger first down. Shotgun now for Herbert. Reaching for it, the tight end couldn't bring it in. It's incomplete.
All right, so this is why you get paid the big bucks. These are the possessions as a quarterback you need to deliver for your team. Everybody talks about 2 minutes. Everybody drills it every single week. But when it comes down to this moment in the game, your quarterback needs to be on point. And after that first down incompletion, it just makes things that much harder.
The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete. Trent McDuffie right there with a tight defensive coverage.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
11 yards on the pass there. And the Chargers have the first down.
All right, this is a good start. Plays like these are definitely going to help as you work your way into scoring range. While you have to be wary of the clock and keep an eye on it, they should have plenty of time here to finish this drive.
Looking middle, he'll get it complete to McConkey. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 19 more on that one, and another first down.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. Stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game.
It takes a certain guy in that slot position to be willing and able to go across the middle of the defense on those in-breaking routes. You can tell this guy, he doesn't care. He is fearless going across the middle, and he's able to secure a nice catch.
They'll come up now for second down. Herbert to the air again. He'll swing this one out wide to his running back. And he's out of bounds with the first down. So they get a new set of downs, but just as importantly, stop the clock.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win, and that's exactly what he did here. When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end.
Here is 2nd and 7. Throwing again, Herbert. And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play.
This game has certainly not been for the faint of heart, Mike. I mean, we've been riding the ups and downs the entire time, but what a job by this offense. Game on the line to find a way to score and take the lead with very little time remaining.
So now a big play coming here for the Chargers, who are going for 2.
The Chargers will line up for
Herbert to the air again. That's going to be caught. They get the 2 points. Man, this could turn out to be important. The lead goes to 3 here in the 4th quarter.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin.
at their own 21-yard line.
Here's first down. One last shot now for Mahomes. He's going to let this one go for Worthy. And that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Elijah Molden. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. What a finish to this one. The defense comes up with the interception in clutch time to seal it on the final play. And the defense walks off the field with the victory for their team. And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico. This has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. With that, we say so long, everyone.